Hi guys, welcome to another video of the Agroforestry Academy. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, do so. A lot of interesting updates and a lot of cool stuff. But don't forget as well, we've got an Instagram group, we've got Facebook group and things like that. So that's where you find more content. So I'm back here at Heloisa'S house. Last year we planted this plot. It's about a year old now, and she's planted 3 plots, and this was the weaker of all 3, where it was really suffering, where she wasn't able to give it enough care in the beginning with the manpower she had, all the processes of covering the soil and things like that. So it was great. We come back here at the second stage after we planted it, a few months after the rain came in, and we really planted a lot of pork beans and pigeon beans, pigeon beans, yeah, that's it, guandu beans, right? So we really covered all of this matter with all that pork beans and all that, so all those service plants. It was really looking a little bit like this, right? Where if we have a dip in, there are beautiful coffees there. Look at that beautiful coffee there. If you start looking into it now, we've got to find the coffees. You know what I mean? They've been well looked after. Let's see. All right, there's a beautiful coffee there as well. You see, he's right there. So really, right now we're working on this. We're bringing down all this matter to really feed that one coffee and really open up the space for him. But the important thing is, it's not suffocated it. As you can see, it's still alive and looking good as it is. Now we've got all this matter to cover. You can see it there where we've covered it once before, and now we're giving it a second layer from these service crops. I mean, obviously, how else would we have covered the soil if we're not working with service plants? We can't bring enough material in to start off with. So here now, what we've done, a little project, we've opened up this area. I'll tell you about it why in a second, but it's a coffee system, and she's got her passion fruit, and look at that beautiful passion fruit. These are sweet passion fruits from our Cerrado, which is our savanna here. And this is the cool stuff where people are like, you can't plant the passion fruit in the forest. We've put it nice and high. We've put it a good 182 meters tall. All right, so we put it nice and high so that when the coffees, they can grow under it, and by the time they've reached here, we've renewed the coffee, and we've got a kind of like a system, a cycle where the coffees, they won't go much taller than that. So we've got the coffee and the understory of the passion fruit. That's just great, man. And we had a lot of official people coming in, from the academy and things like that, talking about you're not going to be able to produce. And I just really want them to see this video, man, because this is it. The babies, they've just started. This is just the beginning. They really got to come through really nice from now on. Well, she had a few ant problems, so as you can see, we were going to replant this passion fruit here and there. But what we've done now, we're going to make good use of these wirings, and we're going ahead now. We've opened this area. We've got to plant tomatoes, right? Cherry tomatoes. The rainy season, we find that the cherry tomatoes withhold a lot of rain. They're cool, especially they've got that, the wind condition it's not going to be so severe because we've got all the bananas and other things around us here, other seedlings and that. But as you can see, it's really picked up along here. The passion fruits look really nice at the top layer here of the forest. And now what we're going to guarantee, the passion fruit, we're going to bring down these bananas. Really not so concerned about the bananas, right? It's really a secondary thing for us here, where it's a primary thing to feed in the system. It really is so great to feed the system. So like, obviously Heloisa'S new, she's been learning with us. We've been giving her the assistant, Felipe and I, here from the beginning. But people they're always so shy about bringing down the bananas. I just told her to do the maths. I told her to do the maths. The amount of tomatoes we're gonna harvest here, and this is the trick. We're gonna bring down those bananas, and then we're gonna cover with this with the stem, with the banana trunk. We're gonna cover all the soil around the tomatoes. We're gonna cover it around the coffees. We're gonna cover it around the passion fruit. So it's gonna be so blessing for the system, the amount of organic matter. And not just any matter, banana organic matter, which is the premium. It's just really like gives us that irrigation, gives us that condition, all that food for the microorganisms in the soil, and it's not the kind of organic matter that disappears within, you know, a couple of weeks. You know, it's a nice, obviously we open up the banana. I wish I could show it to you next step, but you know, I'm here every month, once a month. So this is the stage that we're at now. We've got to plant the tomato seedlings every 30 centimeters, regardless of the coffees and the passion fruits, and we've got some guavas going on as well, and we've got some eucalyptus and things like that as well. But regardless, we're planting the tomatoes every 30, and we're going to use this wiring, what I was saying earlier, to really tie up those tomatoes. So we're going to fill in this gap here all with tomatoes, with the passion fruit on top, the tomatoes here for now. You know, the tomatoes will be here just for a few months, and then, you know, it's going to open up the space, and it's not going to bother the coffees. The coffees will come through, and we're planting all pork beans on the edges of the tomatoes, so that, you know, we're covering, you know, what we've opened up here. All this matter here is going to all come back. You know, we're going to get all this matter that we've cleaned up here, that's all going to come back rough, you know, to the borders there. We're going to plant the pork beans to cover the rest. We're going to have the tomatoes coming up, crawling up nice. All right, the idea is we've got the eucalyptus planted here, so, you know, in future, you know, these eucalyptus that we bought here, they're treated and everything, but, you know, we can't count on them for too many years. We'll say a couple, you know, a bunch of years, like 3 or 4 years max. And then we're going to have a live eucalyptus, you know, that's going to hold on to these wires, and then even the wires can be removed, because these passion fruits, they can crawl up on the eucalyptus. And that was the idea of the guava. Originally we plant the guava so that the passion fruit can crawl on the guava. It's a nice structure where the passion fruit would just fall off the guava. So these guavas were planted in order to aid the passion fruit. So, you know, until it does come through, because it's very important for Heloisa to harvest these passion fruits in the early stages, so she can start paying for her system already. So we've put up these wires, we put them up nice and high, just a couple of wires there. All right, and it's just great. The coffees are going to come through. Remember, we're going to cover all this. We're going to have the tomatoes in this middle layer here, which is all blank, and then, you know, on the tree rows here, we're going ahead here on the tree rows, and we're going to, like I said, bring down all this matter and open up for the beautiful coffees that should be just here. There he is, there he is. It's the right time for it. Now, right now, we're going to bring this down. We're going to layer it all down there, right, and then, you know, they're going to pop through nice. Okay, so we'll be back here next month showing you how that develops. You know, I told her, let go of the bananas, let go of the bananas. She's got enough bananas in her next plot down there. All right, let go of the bananas, because this area here, it wasn't the most prosperous out of the 3 areas that she planted. So really, the bananas are just going to help it, just give it that boost, recover everything nice. And I'm really pleased, because we planted so much pork beans and pigeon peas, that was it, pigeon peas, sorry about that. I'm getting used to that. It's the guandu beans. We planted so much of that here that we've managed to save the coffees that were looking like they were looking lost, but we managed to save those. We've now opened it up, you know, to get the extra harvest of the tomatoes. It's the off season of tomatoes. It's in the rain. No one's crazy to plant tomatoes in the rain, but we can do it in this system. We can do it in the forest, and great. So, you know, I hope that was interesting. I hope that sheds some kind of light, and, you know, share a bit of our systems with you guys. So from the Agroforestry Academy crew, don't forget to check out our other, you know, medias, and you know, let's be in touch with the YouTube. We've got the full course coming out, free, just for pure love, just to share the love with everyone, man. And let us know, you know, what do you think about this. You know, go back, if you're searching our channel, there's Heloisa'S. There's this plot early on, how it was before. You know, it's really acid and poor soils at the beginning. And till next time.